Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today we are going to discuss a very important chart in our curriculum, which I consider it the most important one. So we have to pay attention to what I am going to say. This is because it is a connecting chart that is going to make your curriculum very clear and very connected. So we have to start. The main concepts in our physics, especially classical physics, consists of three main concepts, which are motion, field, and the electric current. And here we have the connecting chart, in which the connecting units will connect these concepts with each other. I'm going to make it clear when I say that Tesla, volt, and joule are the main connecting units in your curriculum. And if I start with Tesla, it connects between the field and the motion. We can notice that Tesla can produce flux lines, and it is given from the relation B equal 5/A, so it is equivalent to Weber per meter square. On the other hand, when it comes to Fleming left hand rule, Tesla produces a magnetic force, and it can be at a side B equal F over IL unit Newton per ampere meter. So we have to memorize the equivalent units for Tesla here very well. Weber per meter square, don't forget it, and the Newton per ampere meter. So these are units that can be memorized very well. So we have to move on to the volt, which is a connecting unit between the field and the current. And here, volt can produce electric current through Ohm's law, and it is given from the relation V equal IR. Of course, it is equivalent to ampere dot ohm. On the other hand, volt can be given from Faraday law, and it takes place or it is produced from the change of the flux lines. So it is N delta phi over delta T, and as a unit, Weber per second. You have to memorize them very well, because these are the basic units and these are the equivalent of them. So you have to put your foot in your exam, memorizing them very well. You don't have much time to skip our advice, to our today's advice. You have to have to pay attention to what I am saying. So we have to move to Joule, and Joule here that connect between the concept of motion and the concept of current. And Joule, of course, it is the output practical meaning for this chart, as we can convert kinetic energy into electric energy, or vice versa, through the field conversion. As we have been studying in our curriculum, my lovers. So we have to know that Joule can pass through the power, or can be given from the relation W equal VIT. So it is equivalent to volt ampere second. And as well as we move to mechanics, the Joule output in mechanics is given from the relation W which is work equal force times displacement, or as a unit Newton dot meter. And if you, as you can see, these are connecting units that connect the main concepts in your chart, in your curriculum, can be expressed by your hands, the fingers of your hand in general. The pointer shows the field, and the middle shows the current in general, and the thumb finally will give you the direction of the force or motion. So we have to know that physics is an interacting and connecting material that connect all its subjects to each other. And if we move into from the classical physics to the modern physics, we have to know them very well. This is because physics, if you separate its subjects from each other, it is going to be very difficult, and it's hard to understand it. And I mean here that you have to overlook the total curriculum, and this is the scientific material, not to give a concentration at one without making a comparison with another. And this is very important for all, and we have to know more about this in the upcoming our videos, inshallah rabbil alameen. Thanks for watching.